Take two. Alright, as many of you know, I tried to film and upload this last night, but YouTube was a bitch and it ate my video, so I have to do it again. Hi, my name is Morgan, or as many of you know me, I'm IseultAfire. I know that's kind of a mouthful. I used to have a job as a moderator on Gaia Online, and because I'm really cool, obviously, but when I did that, nobody could pronounce my name, so I know it's a pain in the butt, so I drew you phonetic spelling to help out. IseultAfire, or Iseult, if you know that helps. Either way, it's right. Yeah, there you go. I drew for you. You're very special. So, questions. First up, Feigenbaum's World. I can pronounce your name. Asked me about my favorite books. I actually brought a selection to share, and by brought, I mean I carried them from my bookshelf all the way to my bed. Yeah. So first up is The Princess Bride by William Goldman. It's absolutely amazing. Better than the movie. I could read it 100 times. I have, and I will continue to do so. I love it, and I would recommend it highly. Next would be Thomas the Rhymer, based on a classic fairy tale poem of the same name. This is written by Ellen Kushner, this version, and she is absolutely amazing. She is a master of language. She writes beautifully, and it's just, I love it. This is wonderful. Third is American Gods by Neil Gaiman. Neil Gaiman is my hero, and I grew up with things he wrote around my house, so my dad was always a big fan of his, so I kind of came to respect him as kind of a second father figure kind of thing. I love him to death. He's a wonderful person, and American Gods is just great. It's just my current favorite of his. Next is my graphic novel collection, because I'm that kind of nerd. I like graphic novels. This is BPRD by Mike Mignola, the creator of Hellboy. It's actually kind of in the same series as Hellboy, only it's better, because where Hellboy is all about swashbuckling and fisticuffs and violence, and I love violence. Violence always has its place. BPRD is more about the plot and the storyline and the legends and all sorts of great stuff. It takes place while Hellboy is, for some reason or another, MIA, and the team is led by Abe Sapien, who is one of my favorite characters, Abe Sapien and Liz. I love them, but it's a really great book, and I would suggest it highly. This isn't the first one in the series, it's just the one I have, so I wouldn't start here, I would start at the beginning, but it's really great. And last but not least, my favorite graphic novel series of all time would be Fables. Is by Bill Willingham and a bunch of other names right there. You'd have to look it up. It's really cool. It's basically you take all these fairy tale characters and you shove them into a small suburb of New York City as refugees from a giant fairy tale war. And it's just got a surprising amount of depth and plot, and it's just amazing. I'm obsessed with it. It's really great. It's really captured my imagination. So, yeah. Fables. Next up, I believe Sean Bastard of the Undead asked about favorite subject in high school. English. Obviously. It's why I'm an English major, which is a question Gabe asked, or Whiterthanthatcolgate. He asked about what major I was. I study English with a minor in children's literature, although, as many of you know, due to a series of recent unfortunate events, I am withdrawing from school, getting a job, joining the workforce, taking some time off to focus on that kind of thing. So, yeah, which kind of leads to my daily life, which recently has been pretty depressing. It's been sleeping, eating, Tumblr, job searching. Yeah, sometimes not so much with the sleeping or the eating, but yeah, that's my daily life. Gabe also asked what school I go to. Gabe, you're my friend on Facebook. You can find out those details, but I'm going to be a little more vague in this public video. Let's just say it's a very small school, which is basically one massive phallic joke, in a very small town in Virginia. So, yeah, school spirit. Favorite fandom? Oh, that's pretty tough. That's pretty tough. I love Doctor Who. I love it to pieces, and the fans are really great. I love Harry Potter. But recently, my favorite would have to be the Avengers fandom, because just so many great things. Seeing as how the movie is coming out in May and people are getting really hyped up, there's so many great things going on in the fandom, especially on Tumblr. I love to follow all these different Avengers blogs, and seeing that movie is really going to be like my birthday present, because my birthday's in May, and I just can't wait to see what Joss Whedon does with it. It's going to be amazing. I'm psyched. Let's see. Daily life, favorite books, subject in high school, school stuff. Fagin World asked me to stack things on my head, and last night when I filmed this, I actually did. But I'm trying to keep the time limit on my video down, so next time, maybe. We'll see. It ended poorly. So that's about it. Thank you guys. See you next time. And done.